So buddy, it's what Jim, and let's go ahead and do the game review for Mario Party Superstars. So we'll talk about the good, then we'll talk about the bad, then we'll talk about the verdicts for this game. And this won't contain any spoilers, so if you've not played this game, you don't have to worry about being spoiled. And you can let me know what you thought of this game in the comment section below if you've played it or why you might not be playing it. But no spoilers, as this is a no spoiler review, like I just mentioned. So for the good, we'll talk about the mini games to start off. So for me, the mini games are easily my favorite part of the Mario Party games, and this one definitely doesn't disappoint. The only the Mario Party game I've really played is Super Mario Party. I might have played one on the DS a few years ago, but I can't really remember. But I completed Super Mario Party, and I was really looking forward to this game. This is one of the most anticipated games once I found out there was going to be another Mario Party game. And the mini games are just really fun here. Some of them are a bit forgettable, and some of them are a bit filler. But there's in total 100 mini games in this game, and I would say maybe 70 to 80 of them are really enjoyable, and about 20 to maybe 25 of them are just a bit meh. But all of them are still quite playable. Um, so yeah, I just think the mini games, I think I've just done really well here. I think they're just really fun to play, and I don't think the game would be the same without the mini games really. And now we'll talk about the board games and the fact that each board game is different and unique from all the other ones. So there are in total five board games, and each one is very different and unique, like I just mentioned. And they're all really fun to play for the most part. Some of them aren't really that fun to play, um, but I feel like most of them were really enjoyable. It might have been nice to maybe have one more board, but it's not really too big of an issue because the fact that each one is unique, it just makes it more of a variety really. And my favourite is the like the tropical board game one. I'm just a big fan of the tropical sort of beachy aesthetic. I'm a big fan of that aesthetic, and the boards really doesn't disappoint. Um, it's just such a fun board to play. And I'd say maybe 4 or 5 of them I did enjoy. The one that I didn't really enjoy, I just felt like it just got a bit annoying towards the end, a little bit repetitive for me. Um, and now we'll talk about the customization with with the board games now. So I want to mention that you can choose how long the board game would take you. For example, there's all sorts of things that you can choose. You can choose whether you want hints on or off. I believe you can also choose which character you want to play as. There's all sorts of different things to customize to have the board game the way you want it. And to me, the main problem with the boards in Super Mario Party was that there wasn't really there wasn't many that was short. I think the shortest you could get it was an hour, and you had to win it to 100% complete the game. Um, at least here, that the minimum is half an hour, so you can get it done very quickly. Or is it 45 minutes? But either way, it's definitely not an hour, and I'm really glad that the shortest length isn't an hour. But if you want to go ahead and do it for an hour, there is the option as well, I believe. So now we'll talk about the music and soundtrack for this game. There is one thing I want to mention before we talk about the music and soundtrack, and it is that this game is sort of like a remake. That all the mini games are remade and all the boards are remade from previous Mario Party games. There isn't one specific Mario Party game. There's Mario Party games from all across the series. There's like the version from the Nintendo 664. Um, so it does like a remake this game. So it is like the definitive Mario Party experience because they're bringing all sorts of mini games and boards from all across the Mario Party games. And the reason why I want to mention it here is because the music and soundtrack for this game does have a retro mode and a modern mode. So the retro versions of the song of the music that has been in previous Mario Party games and the modern ones are made just for this game. Um, and I think it's just great that it's the 2 different versions of it, and I think they're all really great to listen to. The soundtrack for the game is just it's just really great in my opinion, and I feel like it is in pretty much every Mario game. Um, And I will talk about the graphics for this game. I think the graphics are on par with the graphics in Super Mario Party. So if you're a fan of those graphics, you're definitely going to love these graphics, and all the different boards and all the different mini games. They just look really great here. I am quite a big fan of the Mario graphics, and this one definitely didn't disappoint for me. I'll also mention, sorry, I've just got a bit of a stuffy nose. I want to mention that this game is just enjoyable and fun for most of it. I've got to mention that now. I just had an absolute blast playing this game with the whole of my family. We all just had a really enjoyable time playing this game. I also love this fact that it's up to 4 players, so you can play with up to 4 players at the same time. I just really love that about the game. The fact lots of people can experience it then, and there's also a shop in the game which is quite great to buy some stuff for the game. You don't have to buy stuff, but it's entirely up to you. And I love the amount of options and attention to detail with the mini games. We'll talk about some mini games now. But there's different modes. There's tutorials. You can choose to have a favorite mini game if you want. Talking more about the modes. There's like 4 player mini games. There's 3 versus 1 mini games. There's sport mini games. Just all of those different modes really. And there are tutorials for all of them, so you know how to do each mini game to just bring you straight into them. And you get to also just choose our favorite mini game. That's something, and the tutorials and the different modes was something in Super Mario Party, but it is just really great to see here. And it just makes the whole mini games just even more better. And well, just the variety of mini games overall. I think there is an amazing variety of mini games here. And that's really all going to say for the good. Overall, just had an absolute blast playing this game. The boards are done very well. The graphics and music are really great. The mini games are as fun as they always should be, and easily my favourite part of this game. So now I'll talk about the bad for this game. So for the bad, there could be a couple more boards to play. 1 or 2 more would have been great, but it's not really too much of an issue. But I feel like the boards might have even more replay value if there were more boards to choose from. There was also no story mode or adventure mode, which is a shame. So there isn't really anything to complete. Straight away, you've got access to all the boards, I believe, and you've got access to all the mini games as well. So there isn't really much of a completion part to this game, and I feel like that's a bit unfortunate because that was one of my favourite parts of Super Mario Party. But it's not a really big deal because this is sort of like a game which is like compiling all sorts of Mario mini games and boards. It might have been quite difficult to have included a story there as well. There also could be a few more playable characters. It's not a big deal because all the characters play the same. There isn't any perks or anything you get with each character, so it's not too much of an issue. But I feel like because considering this is like a love letter to all the Mario Party games, it would have been nice to have had a few more characters. I think there are some secret characters in the game though, and the main hub area in the game. I want to mention that it does look really nice, but it would be nice for you to be able to walk around the hub rather than having like a cursor to go to all the different places. It would have been nice to walk around. It's just what I'm used to in Super Mario Party. I can see why they did it this way because what the mini game was, what the Mario Party games used to be like. So they want to get some of that nostalgia. But I just feel like they should have done what they did in Super Mario Party, which is able to explore the hub area. You'd be able to walk around it, but it's not really a big deal. But it's just something that I want to mention here, really, and that's really what I'm gonna say about the bad. In terms of the verdict, I recommend this game to people who like Mario Party games and for Mario games in general, and for people who just like games for all the family, really having an absolute blast playing different mini games and just having an absolute fun time playing this game. And I rate this game 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoyed Super Mario Party. But there is one thing I want to mention about the game, which I forgot to mention in the good for this game. So before I talk about that, I would give Super Mario Party probably a 7 or a 7.5. Maybe 7.5 because it did add a few more online things, and that's what we're going to be talking about for the good for the final thing for the good for Mario Party Superstars is the online. The fact that there's online in this game, and you can do, I think, pretty much everything in this game online, which is amazing to see. I've not yet played it in online, but I believe it's all right in online. It's quite smooth. It's not glitchy or anything. This game barely had any glitches. I don't think had any glitches when I played it. So I want to go ahead and mention that here. But before I say my farewells in this video, on Wednesday I'm going to be doing my top 10 favorite mini games in Mario Party Superstars. There'll be a couple of videos dedicated to that on Wednesday, so you can stay in tune for that. And I'll also eventually be doing a game review for Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. So if you're a big fan of Mario, definitely subscribe to my channel because I'll be covering quite a lot of Mario things in the coming weeks. That's really all I've got to say here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Peace out and ciao.